Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching LUBED for March the 20th, 2023, as the Edmonton Oilers just defeated the San Jose Sharks 5-4 in overtime. This team just doesn't want to make it easy for themselves on a lot of occasions. I don't understand this team, how they play so well against Boston and then struggle against these lower tier teams. They struggled against Columbus this year, Anaheim this year, and then tonight against San Jose. This game would have been actually over if it wasn't for the late game heroics of Mattias Ekholm. Just amazing play. But some of the game notes that I took on this: Campbell, yep, still struggling. There was actually was it three goals? I think it was 3 goals called back from San Jose and 1 goal called back from Edmonton. Or was it 2 and 2? Whatever. Regardless, like when I was a kid and I would play at Rundle Park in Edmonton, Alberta, and we'd be skating on the ice and like it was actually on a pond, believe it or not. And we'd bring our boots and we would make goalposts on the boots. Literally, this game felt like that. It felt like it was just boots and no tender in net. And it was it was a sloppy game. Very entertaining ending, though. And no complaints about the ending. The last 5 minutes of this was very, like, stellar saves and crazy plays and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, this, again, and the question I have now, and you guys can answer for me, how long is this leash for Campbell going to be? And what worries me the most about Jack Campbell is what happens, what worries me the most about the Oilers is what happens if Stu goes down between now and somewhere in the playoffs. Maybe against the LA series. We know that they're a dirty team. They took Draisaitl out last year. What if they just crash Stuart? What's going to happen next? I had this discussion with my friend yesterday about this. What is going to happen next? Who are we going to rely on? So I don't know unless Jack Campbell has an amazing rebirth in the playoffs and totally shuts us up. But I don't know what they're going to do if he goes down. Anyway, let's get into the scoring summary for tonight. As there was quite a bit of goals and quite a bit of goals that didn't count. There was 4 called back goals. Just crazy game. Okay, so it started off at 5:48 where Alexander Barbarov gets his 15th from Thomas Hertl and Mark-Edward Vlasic. It's 1-0. Then Nick Bukestad, one of our deadline pickups. He gets his 16th of the year from Warren Foegele and Matthias Janmark. 1-1 after the first period. We go into the second period. It was Kyler Yamamoto from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor McDavid, making it 2-1. Then it's Steven Lorentz scoring his 8th of the year from Andrew Agostino and Matt Benning, former Edmonton Oiler. And it is now 2-2. San Jose take the lead when Erik Karlsson is all in alone. Absolutely beauty deke on Jack Campbell. This one I won't fault Campbell for because he just totally undressed him. And that was from Fabian Zetterland and Logan Couture. It's 3-2. Mattias Ekholm, massive blast shot from Leon Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard. 3-3. Erik Karlsson again. Man, can you imagine Erik Karlsson in the Oiler lineup? And I heard some more rumors potentially about him and maybe a Jack Campbell trade. That would be something else. But again, they're rumors. Erik Karlsson getting his 22nd from Barbarov and Martin Coote. We go to the third period where Mattias Ekholm absolutely saves us 2 points in this. I can't say enough. Like, he had a great night. He saves us the 2 points. We were actually going to end up with no points. I think this was just under 4 minutes. This was from McDavid and Draisaitl at 16-13. And then in overtime, Darnell Nurse gets the GWG and the 2 points that we so badly need from Kyler Yamamoto and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. There you have it, guys. That's your final 5-4 in overtime for the Edmonton Oilers. An ugly one for sure. 100%. This was an ugly one. Not very pleased at all, to be honest with you, after this one. But it is what it is. Some of the other things that I noticed in this game, too, that really were quite disturbing. There was a couple plays there that there was like literally football tackles. Reimer and Hurdle, both of them did football tackles on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. 2 referees, nothing being called. Don't understand that at all. Very blatant tackles too. Like I don't know how they get missed. I don't know. And especially when there's 2 guys on the ice calling the game. So just something that I noticed and was not very pleased about. Okay, let's go into the updated standings. As you can see now, there is 4 or 3 now. 3, just one second, I just gotta get this going. Okay. There is now 3 red blotches at the bottom, as you can see, as the Chicago Blackhawks, Anaheim Ducks have been added to the eliminated list with the San Jose Sharks. And yeah, it's getting closer and closer, and Calgary is pretty much sealing their feet as we speak, or sealing their fate as we speak, as they're losing, I think, 6-1. Last I checked, it was 6-1. Not sure if it's changed, but they're going to be pretty much, yeah, like I think pretty much the teams that you see above that red line on the standings, I think those are your playoff teams. How they're going to place in the order, we'll see. But I do see Edmonton actually right now, and I hate to say it, I see Edmonton playing LA in that first round. And that, after watching last year's series and knowing that we have just one decent goaltender in Skinner, I'm a little worried about it. I have to admit, I am very worried about it. Okay, so that takes us to the X Factor for tonight.
Richardson to McGillis, scores! The Edmonton Oilers have tied the game!
Here are your Edmonton Oilers X Factors for tonight.
Okay, so I think it's a no-brainer. The one that actually saved the game tonight for us, and that would be Mattias Ekholm. I think I have to give him the honors for tonight, as he scored 2 goals, and he also had the game, the late game heroic goal to save us the 2 points. So, got to give it to him. I was actually going to do a Jack Campbell one. I hate to say it, but I was like, I don't want to do another Jack Campbell one because it's like repeating too often. But man, I hope one day this guy gets his, you know what, together and starts playing a little bit better for us, because it is very, very worrisome knowing that we are just relying on our backup goalie going into the playoffs. I have to admit that. I have to really admit that. And Connor deserves a Stanley Cup, man. He deserves a Stanley Cup. And he deserves to do it with the Edmonton Oilers. And I hope he does do it with the Edmonton Oilers. But I am worried about our tending situation going into the playoffs. Okay, let's go into what the Oilers have up next. There's like only 11 or 12 games left. I forgot exactly. But so they will be playing the Coyotes on Wednesday. Just got to fix that and adjust that 1 second here, guys. Yeah, so they got the Coyotes, another bottom tier team that they might have struggles with. Then they got the Knights, and then they got the Coyotes again. Like, I mean, I look at this schedule, and everything indicates they should have ease. They should have ease with this schedule. But for whatever reason, I don't understand it. They struggle. And actually, maybe I do understand it, because I used to play poker back when I was in Edmonton. And I'll tell you what, I used to always play very good poker against the good players, and I played horrible against the bad players. Because the bad players somehow always managed to get lucky playing crappy cards and crappy hands and out of position. So, and you guys know who you are, whoever's watching, because I know some of you guys are watching my feed right now. You guys know what I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. It could be my brother, but anyway, yeah. So the Coyotes are up next Wednesday night. Should be an easy one, but I've been proven wrong before. That takes us to the final thoughts and your comments and questions, if you have any. If not, I will wrap it up. Let's just take a peek-sees. No comments, no questions. So I guess it's a wrap. I'm going to wait a couple minutes here because there is one person that is watching right now the live feed of this, and we'll see if he does. But if not, I move on. Okay, guys, I think I am going to move on from this episode. The Oilers get the 2 points today. They did it the hard way. Jack Campbell still struggling immensely. I'm just hoping that somehow he turns it around at some point in time. Anyway, guys, if you are new to this channel and watching this for the very first time, feel free to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. As for the rest of you fine folks, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We will talk soon. We'll talk actually tomorrow because I will be doing my preview for the Arizona game. Have a good night, guys.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I show you what